Welcome back to Car Flash Drive, the place where we dive deep into the most exciting machines on four wheels. Today, we've got something that's been building anticipation for months, a truck that doesn't just carry the Raptor name but evolves it further than ever before. We're talking about the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor, the beast that sets the standard in the high-performance off-road truck segment. Buckle up, because we're going to take a long, detailed look at what this truck offers from every angle: its presence on the outside, the comfort and technology on the inside, the raw power under the hood, and what it costs to bring one home. By the end, you'll know if this truck is worthy of the hype and if it deserves a spot on your driveway. When you first lay eyes on the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor, the immediate impression is dominance. Ford hasn't played it safe here. The front is aggressive, broad, and unmistakably Raptor. The massive blacked-out grille stretches wide with the bold Ford lettering taking center stage, flanked by new LED headlights that have a sharper, more futuristic design than before. These lights aren't just for show, they pack adaptive technology that adjusts the beam depending on where and how you're driving, so whether you're on a desert trail or a pitch-black highway, visibility is never compromised. The front bumper has been sculpted for better approach angles, with skid plates underneath giving that visual cue that this truck is ready for punishment. The air intakes are larger than before, feeding the hungry engine and helping with cooling. And there's just a raw sense of utility and aggression that no other truck manages to balance quite like the Raptor. Move to the side, and the stance really comes into play. This isn't just a lifted F-150 with big tires, it's engineered to look planted yet athletic, almost like a linebacker crouching before a sprint. The 2026 model rides on massive 37-inch all-terrain tires, if you spec it that way, wrapped around bold, rugged alloy wheels that are as much about style as they are about performance. The wheel arches are wider, the body lines are muscular, and the suspension travel is visible at a glance, especially if you know what you're looking for. Ford's engineers have tweaked the geometry, giving the Raptor better articulation and improved off-road dynamics. But what really grabs your attention in profile is how well the truck balances aggression with proportion. It doesn't look cartoonishly oversized, but it certainly doesn't blend into traffic either. You get functional running boards that also serve as rock sliders, subtle Raptor badging on the doors, and those sharp creases in the sheet metal that highlight just how modern Ford's truck design language has become. As you walk around to the back, the theme continues. The tailgate is stamped with the word Raptor in a design that matches the front grille's boldness. The taillights are slimmer and more technical, with LED signatures that feel futuristic while still rugged enough to survive harsh environments. Ford has given the rear bumper more functionality, with tow hooks and steps integrated neatly. Of course, the truck bed itself is more than just cargo space. You've got an available power outlet system, tied down points, and optional bed lighting for those who actually use this truck the way it was meant to be used. The dual exhaust outlets tucked neatly under the bumper give away that this isn't just about hauling gear, it's about announcing power. Whether you're looking at it in daylight or catching its silhouette in the evening, the rear makes sure no one mistakes this for a standard F-150. Stepping inside, the 2026 Raptor blends luxury, technology, and rugged durability in a way that almost feels contradictory but works perfectly. Ford knows that buyers want the best of both worlds, a truck tough enough for trails but comfortable enough for long highway journeys. The cabin greets you with bolstered sport seats wrapped in premium materials, with available leather and suede combinations, along with bold stitching in Raptor-specific colors. The steering wheel is thick, flat-bottomed, and includes paddle shifters that remind you this is a performance truck. Right in front of the driver sits a fully digital instrument cluster with customizable layouts that can highlight performance data, off-road telemetry, or standard driving information depending on your mood and setting. The centerpiece of the interior, though, is the massive touchscreen infotainment system, which has grown even more intuitive. It runs the latest sync software with lightning-fast responses, split-screen capabilities, and wireless compatibility with both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There are physical controls where you need them, because Ford knows off-roaders don't want to scroll through menus when they're bouncing around on a trail. Surrounding the screen is a rugged but modern design, with grab handles, durable switchgear, and cleverly placed storage. You'll also find a premium audio system available, because blasting your favorite tracks while ripping through dunes is part of the Raptor lifestyle. Rear passengers are treated to ample legroom and comfort features, making this not just a driver's toy but also a capable family hauler. Of course, The heart of the Raptor has always been what's under the hood, and the 2026 model doesn't disappoint. Ford continues to offer a high-output twin-turbocharged V6 as the core engine, producing jaw-dropping horsepower and torque figures that push this truck into supercar territory for acceleration times. But for those who demand the ultimate, the Raptor R returns with a supercharged V8 that delivers earth-shaking performance and a soundtrack that will make enthusiasts grin ear to ear. No matter which engine you choose, power is delivered through a 10-speed automatic transmission tuned for quick shifts and durability. The suspension system is what separates the Raptor from the rest of the pack. Ford has fine-tuned the Fox Live valve shocks for 2026, allowing real-time adjustments based on terrain and driving style. This means you can be blasting across desert trails at highway speeds and the suspension will adapt instantly to keep the truck stable, or you can crawl over rocky terrain with precision and control. Four-wheel drive with multiple terrain modes ensures that whether you're in mud, sand, snow, or just your daily commute, the truck adapts seamlessly. Performance isn't just about speed, it's about confidence, and the Raptor delivers in spades. Now, performance like this doesn't come cheap, and pricing for the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor reflects its status as a halo truck. The standard Raptor begins at a premium above the regular F-150 lineup, but it's still competitive when you look at what it offers in terms of power, technology, and capability. Move into the Raptor R with the supercharged V8, and the price climbs significantly, putting it into the territory of luxury SUVs and European sports cars. But that's the point. You're not just buying a truck, you're buying a statement, a vehicle that can do things no other full-size truck can while still being practical enough for daily life. Factor in the available packages, wheels, and customization, and you can tailor the truck to be exactly what you want, whether that's a desert racer, an overlanding rig, or just the ultimate daily driver with a wild side. So, after spending time with the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor, the verdict is clear. Ford hasn't just refreshed the Raptor, they've evolved it. The styling is sharper and more modern without losing the aggression that defines the nameplate. The interior is both comfortable and cutting-edge, offering true luxury alongside rugged durability. Performance continues to set the benchmark for what a performance pickup can be, and the suspension and drivetrain refinements push it even further into legend status. Yes, the price is high, but for those who want the best in this segment, the Raptor delivers on every promise. That wraps up this in-depth look at the 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor here on Car Flash Drive. If you enjoyed this detailed review and want to keep up with the latest in performance cars, trucks, and everything in between, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next review. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Would you go for the twin-turbo V6, or would you hold out for the Raptor R with its supercharged V8 thunder? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next drive.